Isabella of Castile, Duchess of York, was the daughter of King Peter and his mistress María de Padilla. She accompanied her elder sister, Constance, to England after Constance's marriage to John of Gaunt, 1st Duke of Lancaster, and married Gaunt's younger brother, Edmund of Langley, 1st Duke of York. Life. Isabella of Castile was the youngest of the three daughters of King Peter of Castile by his favourite mistress María de Padilla. On the 21st of September 1371, Edward III's fourth son, John of Gaunt, 1st Duke of Lancaster, married Isabella's elder sister, Constance, who after the death of her father in 1369 claimed the throne of Castile. Isabella accompanied her sister to England, and on the 11th of July 1372, at about the age of 17, married John of Gaunt's younger brother, Edmund of Langley, 1st Duke of York, 5th son of King Edward III and Philippa of Hainault, at Wallingford, Oxfordshire, as part of a dynastic alliance in furtherance of Gaunt's claim to the crown of Castile. According to Bew, Isabella and Edmund of Langley were an ill-matched pair, as a result of her indiscretions, including an affair with King Richard II's half-brother, John Holland, 1st Duke of Exeter, whom Bew terms violent and lawless. Isabella left behind a tarnished reputation, her loose morals being noted by the chronicler Thomas Walsingham. According to Bew, the possibility that Holland was the father of Isabella's favourite son, Richard of Conisburgh, 3rd Earl of Cambridge, cannot be ignored. In her will, Isabel named King Richard as her heir, requesting him to grant her younger son, Richard, an annuity of 500 marks. The king complied. However, further largesse which might have been expected when Richard came of age was not to be, as King Richard II was deposed in 1399, and according to Harris, Isabella's younger son, Richard, received no favours from the new king, Henry IV. Isabella died the 23rd of December 1392, aged about 37, and was buried the 14th of January 1393 at the Church of the Dominicans at King's Langley. After Isabella's death, Edmund of Langley married Joan Holland, sister and co-heir of Edmund Holland, 4th Earl of Kent, with whom his daughter, Constance, had lived as his mistress. Isabella was named the Lady of the Garter in 1379. Issue: Isabella and Edmund of Langley, 1st Duke of York, had 3 children. Edward of Langley, 2nd Duke of York, who married firstly Beatrice of Portugal, which marriage was annulled, and secondly Philippa Mohun, 3rd daughter of John Mohun, 2nd Lord Mohun, and Joan Burgish, daughter of Bartholomew de Burgish, 3rd Baron Burgish. Edward served in numerous administrative offices and military campaigns during the reigns of Richard II, Henry IV and Henry V, and was slain at the Battle of Agincourt on the 25th of October 1415. Constance of York, who married Thomas le Despencer, 1st Earl of Gloucester, 3rd but first surviving son of Edward le Despencer and Elizabeth Burgish, by whom she had a son, Richard, and 2 daughters, Elizabeth and Isabel. Constance was involved in a plot to abduct the young Edmund Mortimer, 5th Earl of March, in February 1405, and in turn implicated her elder brother, Edward. After the death of her husband, she was either betrothed to or lived as the mistress of Edmund Holland, 4th Earl of Kent, and had a daughter by him, Eleanor Holland, who married James Touchet, 5th Baron Audley. Richard of Conisburgh, 3rd Earl of Cambridge, who married Anne Mortimer, and was beheaded on the 5th of August 1415 for his role in the Southampton plot. Shakespeare and Isabella of Castile. Isabella is depicted, unhistorically, as living in late December 1399 at the time of the Epiphany Rising in Act 5 of Shakespeare's Richard II. Ancestry.